Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you've come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of Danessa Myricks Beauty. In honor of Black History Month, I figured I would film a full face of a Black-owned, Black woman business. So hopefully this is something that you guys are interested in seeing, and you will stay tuned for the video. If you love a good full face video, please give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you've been to this channel before and you have not subscribed yet, I would love it if you would subscribe. I'm actually refilming this part of the video because I thought that I was filming, which I was, but I actually cut it off by mistake when I was clearing some space out, so I cut the opening monologue off. So I just want to kind of tell you guys what I talked about in the opening of the last video. So I showed some of the products. We're going to be trying this Danessa Myricks Groundworks Blooming Romance palette. It's a very pretty palette, very colorful. Then we also have the Danessa Myricks Groundworks Neutrals palette. I have the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 4 palette, which is actually her highlighters. I have four shades of the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm powder. I have the Universal, and I have shade 10, 9.5, and 9. So I'll be sharing this with you guys. I also have her Blurring Balm Flush products. I have a bunch of Danessa Myricks products in front of me. Hopefully this is something that you guys are interested in seeing. Hopefully you feel intrigued to watch now, because I have a lot of her products. I even have a few of the new shades that she came out with, but I don't have all of them because they're not in store yet. That's it, guys. I'm just going to create this beautiful makeup look. Hopefully you guys like it and you'll stay tuned. And that's it. I'm gonna start with the eyes like I always do. Oh, and so I have these Danessa Myricks ColorFix nudes. I have shade 6, shade 10, and shade 11. And I actually use shade 6 as the base on my eyes when I started the eyes. So the video will actually pick up when I was about to start doing the eyes. But this is what I used as my base. Okay, guys. I will see you at the end of the video, I hope. Okay, so I'm going to go into this shade called Bliss. Like I said, I've never used any of these, but okay. I'm going to start with the cream first. Now, both shades... Oh, okay, that was the cream. I'm going to start with the powder. Okay, so the powder is nicely pigmented. See, nothing in that other palette even remotely showed up like this. This is so good. I love the shade already. It's like a pretty wine or brown kind of color, but it's good. They blend out nice on top of the base, which is wonderful. Look at that. Okay, I like it. So to me, like, I feel like I would use the powder and maybe use the creams. I would use the cream more like a liner for the lips, the eyes. This is nice. Oh, that is so beautiful, guys. I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is my E35 Tapered by Sigma, and I wanna just see if we can blend this out where it just blends in without adding another shade to it. That's nice. Okay, this brush is the Morphe M441. I'm gonna do the other side. Wow, I love the shade. I think the shade is so pretty. Look at that. It's definitely like a burgundy brown. That is a nice shade. I'm definitely gonna link the Groundwork Neutral Palette review. Like, I'll link it on the screen somewhere so you can click on it and watch. I'm gonna do this shade right here on the rest of the lid. I don't want to do too much of an intricate eye because we have so many other products to try. Now, there's a lot of kickback with this powder. I don't remember whether or not it had kickback like that before, but I definitely see a lot of kickback. I'll show it to you. A lot of people love this though. Like, a lot of people love it. It doesn't have a smell. It's such a pretty combination for the eye. Can you see that? Like, is it really standing out? I'm gonna put something else to lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, this is my Morphe 513 brush. They don't make it anymore. They changed all of their brushes. I feel bad even using them because, well, a lot of you guys probably have these brushes already, so that's the good thing about it. I will be introducing more new brushes, especially now that they don't have these brushes anymore, because I love my Morphe brushes. I really do love them. The shade is very pretty though. Look at that. That is so nice. I'm gonna take this shade right here. So we did Bliss, we did Adorn. We're gonna do Smitten. Oh, right here, this pink one. And we're just gonna put it in here and see. Oh yeah, I like that. They gave us a nice kind of ombre look. It's so weird because eyes used to be my favorite part of the makeup look, but now I love skin too. Like, I love to see how pretty and glowy and poreless I can get my skin and just blending out the makeup. Like, you know, I said my motto for this this year is no harsh lines in 2025. So I'm really trying to, ooh, that's gorgeous, guys. I love that. I'm gonna go back into this shade right here that's on the lid. Yeah, I'm just trying to really master skin. I used to go to, I don't know if you guys know who Rennie Vasquez is, right? He works a lot with Pat McGrath now, but back in the days when he was coming up, he was doing makeup, and I went to a lot of his classes. This was so many years ago. So I went to a lot of his classes, and he would always say that when he would do celebrity makeup, he would make sure that he did the skin first, because they could always go on stage without an eye, but skin was important. So he would always do skin first. I could do skin first, but certain products have just a lot of kickback. We're going to go into this color right here, which is Evermore, and we're gonna see if, oh my God, it's so creamy. Did you see that? It's so super creamy. We're gonna try to do liner. I don't feel like you can see it. I'm gonna do the Blurring Balm powder. Now, I know you guys remember me raving over the summer about this Yummy Skin Universal Balm. The thing about it is, I love it. Like, I love it. She just came out with a luminous version of this. I have not tried it yet because it's not in stores yet, and I didn't feel like ordering and waiting for it to come, so I'm just gonna wait for it to come in store, and then I will determine whether or not I like it. It sounds like something that I'm interested in. So anyway, I have the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm in 3 of the colored shades that you can use for foundation. The universal one is something that you can use every day, any day. Put it on your face. It, when I tell you, controls oil. This is the box that the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm comes in. This is shade 9.5. This was her second shade extension. Oh, okay, my nail is still there. This is the second shade extension that they came out with. So this is 9.5. This is not an original color. So I bought it because I was like, I want to see if I like the 9.5 better than I like the 9. I'm gonna show you all of the shades. So that is the new 9.5. Then we have shade 10. So that's shade 10 and shade 9.5. And then we have shade 9, which you can see I use it a lot. Shade 9.5. And let me see if I can get all 3 of them in camera together. So 9, 10, and 9.5. I like this one because I think that this is like a perfect shade for me. But then I saw the 9.5 and I was like, that might be perfect too. I never tried it before. Look how creamy it is. Let's just see. It's so lightweight and it's so creamy. I think we're gonna try this one today. This is my favorite on Sunday mornings when I'm going to church and I'm running late, because you guys know anytime I'm going someplace, I'm always running late. I don't care where I'm going. This is great in a car. You can put it all over your face. It's not going anywhere, and it's gonna even you out and just give you a nice, beautiful look. I first discovered this when my nephew was graduating junior high. It was 90-something degrees that day. I know I told this story before. I put this on like 8 o'clock in the morning. The graduation was at 9. I got home that night at 11:30. My face still looked the same as it did when I left home that day. When I tell you I was in love after that, I was in love. But there's so many other products that you want to try. So like, it's definitely a staple. I never plan on being without it. Let me say that. But I'm gonna put this on. My skin is super oily and it's textured a lot in my cheek area and around my nose. So I like to put this on. And people like, oh, why would you put that on? First of all, when I first got it, I wanted to return it. And I got mad because I waited so long that I couldn't take it back. And I was like, shoot, I'm out of all of this money. So one day I said, let me try it. Because a lot of times when I wear the Blur and Balm, and you only need a little teeny bit. Like, I think I took out too much. This is so good. What happens is the Blur and Balm, to me, gets a little drying throughout the day. Like, my skin feels tight. Now, she has something in it called Upsolite that is supposed to control the oil, which I think that's what's happening at the time that my face is feeling like a little tight. It's controlling the oil that wants to come out. Look at how much I have left. And that's the whole face. Now my forehead gets very dry. For some reason, the older I get, the more dry my forehead becomes. I'm putting this back. That's a lot of product. That's another whole face, because I didn't even need that much. It's like, when you look at it, it reminds you of Vaseline, but it's so light and it's so thin. You don't really feel it going on. It just gives a nice amount of moisture. I did moisturize my face already, but I always double moisturize, even when I'm using this product, because it helps with my face not feeling so tight. It feels really like nothing, like it blends in really nicely to the skin. I'm going to show you guys the 2 different shades of this. I don't usually use this, right? When it first came out, I bought it and I took it back, and then I bought it again. Sometimes I have these, you know, moments where I'd be like, I don't really want it. Oh, I don't really need it. Oh, I like it. I want to try it. That's what happened with that. So I just want to show you the difference in the 2 shades. This one is called Main Squeeze. This is a little sample size. This is supposed to give, it's like a primer, but it gives like a glowiness to the skin. And you guys know I love glow. So being that we don't have the new Glow Blur and Balm powder. This is the Main Squeeze. So it's like a golden kind of shade. It's very thin, so you don't really see it like that. I think that was one of the reasons why I took it back, because I didn't feel like it did a lot. I mean, it does give a nice glow, and this one is called Juice Boost. I think this was the darker one. Yeah, this is more like a bronzy kind of color. So I feel like that one shows up a little bit better on my skin. If you can see this gold one and then the bronze one right next to it. So we're gonna use the bronze one today, which is the Juice Boost, and we're gonna put it on our skin. That's what it looks like. It smells wonderful. So it has skincare, like all of her products have skincare in it. So with these Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm powders, even though they have colors, you can still use it as your primer. You don't have to necessarily just use the universal as a primer. Like, you can put your colored one under any makeup and it's still gonna do the same thing. Sometimes it may be a little bit better, because if you have discoloration, you can use that as your color corrector and like blink out, you know, the discoloration in your face and then put it on there. So I love her products. That smells so good. Now, this is not a review, so I'm not gonna give you guys a class, because you know me, I could sit here and talk about the products and what's in them, but I just want to show you how they work today. I'm really loving this eye. I can't wait to get some lashes and liner on. The skin has a nice glow to it now, so we're gonna go into shade 9.5. So this is a Danessa Myricks 3.0 Yummy Skin brush. This won an Allure Best Product of the Year, I think for I want to say last year, 2024, if I'm not mistaken. I don't use it that often. I'm going to show you what it does today, because it's her brush and this is her video. But I don't necessarily use it that often. I really don't. I just stick with what I know. So this is 9.5, and I'm excited to try it because I never tried it. I love the smell of whatever this is. It must be the Upsolite, because you could smell the smell in all our products, but I love the smell of it. Let me put lashes on and liner. So this is her liner. You guys have seen me use this before, the Danessa Myricks Lightwork liner. I love it. It's so good. This liner, it doesn't stop. Like when you're trying to do your liner, it doesn't stop. Like you have some products that like stop and you gotta shake it. This one you don't have to do that. It's like free flowing. So I really love it. I have a backup too. I think I have three. I think I have 3 of them all together. Okay, let's see what we could do with this eye. And I don't know if you guys could see, I'm using like the side of the point. I'm not even using the top, I'm using the side of it. That's just how good it is. Like it's so good. I think I want to make this line a little bit thicker. Can you guys see? So I don't know if you guys realize that I did not stop and shake it. Like it just kept going. I didn't, you know, sometimes with liners you have to stop and shake it and like put more like ink in it. I didn't have to do that. So the liner came out pretty good. I think they look close as I'm gonna get them. I like these lashes. I haven't had like a heavy lash like this on in a minute. This is the 3D Silk Cherry Blossom 924. This is like a going out lash. I might have to take a pair of these with me for my birthday. Yeah, okay. So I like these lashes. I think they add something. It's definitely drama. It definitely adds drama. Okay, let's get back to the Danessa Myricks. All right, I'm gonna use the brush. Our skincare and primer. Our glow serum should be set in by now. So we're gonna go in to this shade right here. And let's just see. Oh, this is perfect, guys. I'm gonna show you the difference in the 2 shades. But this one it has the exact undertones. I think the other one was a little neutral, but this is my perfect shade. Wow. And this is the shade Danessa Myricks with, I think, because I think I seen something and she had 9.5 on. Look at that. You see how beautiful it blends into the skin? Like really blends in. So good. Okay, and we're gonna put a little bit up here. I'm gonna swatch both of them on the back of my hand so you can see the difference in, actually I'm gonna swatch all 3 so you can see the difference in the shades. Cause number 10, when I bought it to contour with. I was like, oh, I might need a contour. I have like contours and bronzes from her, so I don't really need it like that. I'm going to use her brush and just like pat it in. Now, if you look, you don't see any streaks on my skin. It went in so wonderfully, but I just want to kind of work it in a little bit more and blend down here. But you see how it gives a nice amount of coverage and it just blends in so good. Now it does have like, I'm not gonna say a super heavy feel, but you know it's there. But after a while, it blends in and you don't even realize that it's on. I love that. I'm gonna swatch these 3. Shade 10, shade 9.5, and then shade 9. So see the difference? I think 9 kind of blends in a little bit more. You can see a difference, but this one has a little more red in it and the other one is just a little more neutral. So they both good. I like the fact that I can wear either shade, so that's great. Let's go into her concealer. I have 3 shades of it. I have shade 13, 14, and 15. 15 is the one I'm gonna put on first. This concealer is so good. It has first of all, a very small doe foot applicator. You can put this on and tap it out without setting it, and it's not creasing and it's not going nowhere. And how I know it is, I know I told this story before. I was in Alabama and we were about to go home. I didn't have no makeup on because we were driving. So I was like, okay. So I didn't put no makeup on. They was like, oh, we're having a party. So-and-so's coming over to see y'all off. So we knew that see us off meant that we wasn't leaving till the next day. But anyway, I had to do a 5-minute makeup face. I never do 5-minute makeup. My sister is the queen of 5-minute makeup. I am just not that person. Like, I think because I have been doing makeup so long now that 5 minutes is just not enough for me. I know that's not good, but it's like I lost 5 minutes. Like, I lost it. It's like I can't do 5 minutes. I did 5 minutes. We were in the car, in the driveway, about to go in the house. And I used the Urban Decay. Yeah, I used the Urban Decay, what is it called? Bond. The last foundation that they came out with. The Urban Decay Skin Bond. How do I not know it? And it's one of my favorite foundations. Yeah, I use that. I put that, I just tapped it in this area because this is where I have most of my skin issues, like under my eyes. I have some sun damage and I tapped it in, and I didn't even have no tool. I use my fingers, and I hate using my fingers to do makeup, but I did it that day. Because you guys have seen me use that Danessa Myricks, what is this called? The Danessa Myricks Balm. She has like 4, or I don't know if it's 4 shades or if it's 8 shades. I'll put it on the screen. Everything that I use will be listed and linked below. So I'm gonna use the number 10 as our bronzer. Let's see if it shows up, because it may not show up. It just looks like a little red. It looks like I could actually wear it. I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side, but then I'm gonna use the other stuff because it's darker than this. But yeah, so I thought it would show up, but I guess because I'm wearing the 9.5, it blends in really well. Okay, so we're gonna go into this. And then I have this one too, which I haven't used in a minute. This is her Power Bronzer in the shade Deep. Maybe we'll use this. Let's see. I think this one is lighter than that, right? Let me see. That's the shade. I don't know if it's dark enough though. Like, I don't know if I see it. I might need a different kind of brush. Something that is a little more. I think this brush it's not dense enough. Like, it's very loosely packed, but it does blend in products really nicely. I better go in and do my concealer. I'm playing myself. I am playing myself. Like, this concealer is not drying down. I'm looking at it and it's drying. I have this Danessa Myricks Yummy Face 3.0. Okay, so this is the 3.0. This one must be the 2.0. Okay, this one is, okay, so this is the 1.0. This brush that goes in here is the 2.0. My bad. That's the 2.0. And this is the 3.0. This one is for the concealer. And I have one of these open, but I don't see it. I have one of these open. I don't see it right now, so we're gonna use this. You know, I have my favorite concealer brushes that I use, so I don't really think about anything else. But I have to start thinking about it because now, well, they got rid of the one that I love so much, so I need something else that's gonna do what I need it to do. This is a nice, smooth, synthetic brush. Like, it feels so smooth blended in. I don't know if you can see how easily the product is blended in. Just, oh, look at how effortlessly this is blending the concealer in. Can you guys see that? Do you see how beautiful the skin is looking? So beautiful. It's blended in so nice. This brush does not keep the product on. Like, it, you see, like, it looks like nothing because it doesn't pick up the product. I don't know how she did it, but it does not pick up the product, but it blends so effortlessly. Really just smooths in. I'm telling you, Danessa Myricks, she's no joke when she's making products. She's no joke. Okay, so I'm going to set my under eyes, even though I know I don't have to, but I'm going to set because I want to put something under the eyes. And I have her powders here, Evolution powders. I know I have 5 of these powders, but for some reason I could only find 4, and I know I have 5 of them. So that's the pink. I want to say this is 2.5, 3, and 4. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I'm gonna put 13 on. This is like a peachy color. I'm gonna use this to contour with because I don't feel like I have enough contour. I have been loving these new BK Beauty brushes. This is the BK Beauty 115, and I know I've been on here begging for brushes. I've been on here begging for brushes. This is shade number Deep 2. See how it gives just a nice amount of bronze to the skin? Yeah, she has, I want to say 8 shades of this because she came out with like a deep 4, because I think she had one darker than this before, and now she has deep 4. These brushes, guys, I was like, ugh, I'm not gonna buy those brushes because they're not worth the money. They're no different, because they actually have some dupes of this on Amazon. They sell these on Amazon too, but I got this from her site during Christmas time. I was like, I'm not spending the amount of money for brushes. And when I tell you, these brushes are worth every penny. I like the fact that they're so dense, but they're not super dense. Like, they blend in everything perfectly, and it's not a lot of blending that you have to do. Like, it's just so, just look at that. Ugh, I just love these brushes. Now, my birthday is coming up, so I might just have to order me some new ones. Not some new ones, some more. Some different ones, some more. Because I really like these brushes. Like, these brushes are some of my favorites. Like, really. Now, if you guys don't love cream products, I think you still will like these, because these are like a cream to powder formula. And you guys know I usually do a lot of powder. But with this, you don't really need a lot of powder because they set down. If you do a light powder, you good all day. Like, really. Because they are, okay, how do I say this? It's such a good product that it blends and it sets down. Now, I'm not gonna say it won't move if you rub your face, because it will. But it's so good. Look at that skin. It's so beautiful. Let me get the powder. And I have her, she has some sponges like this, right? And I have them. I have, I think, 2 small ones and a big one. Don't ask me where they are, because I couldn't tell you where they are right now. I don't know. I was gonna do a, this is what shade number 3 looks like. It's like a orangey kind of shade, like a yellowy, but it's perfect. I don't want to go too far over because I want to put some of her blushes on. Now, she has new shades of blush, right? And I think she came out with 4 new shades. Okay, so 4 new shades, right? I'm getting ready to show you. I don't have them, but I do have this right here. So this package I got for Christmas. This I have Dancing Queen. See, I have it already. So that's going in the giveaway. Yeah, that one is gonna go in the giveaway. And then, now I never use these, guys, so just know when you get it, it's not gonna be in a Danessa Myricks package, but I've never opened it. So you see I have my own, so I don't have to use it. And you're gonna be able to tell that it's not tampered with. So this you're getting, and let me see, I think a small one. And this one, Jubilee, which I have. And I actually wore it. I wore it the other night when I was doing my Bridgerton. So I have the big size. So you'll get the small one. You'll get 1 big one and 1 small one in the giveaway. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so this right here is Red Velvet, which is one of the new shades that she just came out with in the regular size. When you get these Yummy Skin flushed blushes, they last so long that that small one is gonna last you a long time. So whoever wins, hopefully you guys don't have it. This is a new one, Spice Latte. I don't have this. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. Of course, this is the one we're gonna try today. I don't really wanna try the red one. It's so pretty though, but I don't think that's what we're going for today. The Spice Latte, I could swatch it for you. Oh, it feels wonderful. And she has a purple one that I want. She came out with shades, 2 of them that are very similar, but I think one is for deeper skin tones and one is for a little bit lighter. This is beautiful. When these blushes first came out, I couldn't stand them. I didn't like them at all. That's a pretty shade. I think that this is the one that, I think there's one darker than this that she came out with that I am gonna purchase. But yeah, so Those are two of the new shades. And then she has the pretty purple that I have to have. And the other one, I don't know what the name is. I'm going to look it up. Okay, so this is my Nikki LaRose N17 brush from BK Beauty. She did a collab with them. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, that is gorgeous on the skin. Do you see that? So pretty. I just love the smell of all her products that have the Upsolite in it. These blushes are so pigmented, but they just look so gorgeous on the skin. They really do. Now, I wish that she had powder blushes. That's the next thing she needs to come out with. And you know what? I never put it in the chat. Like, I watch her Teach Me Tuesday. Can you see that blush? Does it blend in too much? Like, do we need another shade? I love, when I tell you, this blush is so pretty, but I think we need something else. Let me do the under eyes first. Let me do the under eyes because I don't want this powder on my under eyes too long. We're gonna go into this shade Lovesick. We didn't use this one. We're gonna use this under. This is my Sigma Precision Firm blending brush, the E42. That is so good, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go into this lighter pink right here called Smitten. And I'm gonna, just to kind of diffuse it a little bit and not have it look so dark under the eyes. Yeah, like that. Can you see the difference since I added that pink? Yeah, it's definitely a difference. One of the really good things about these Danessa Myricks palettes, this palette, you can use these colors in your waterline. They're safe for the waterline. So I'm going to use this color right here, Allure, which is the cream. And we're gonna use this in our waterline. Can you see that? These you can use on your lips as well. You can use these on your lips as well, but because my lips are so sensitive, I tried them before and it wasn't a good look for me. I don't know if you guys can see that this is not even moving. Like, these have already set down. So when I go back in, you know how sometimes this product would move around? This is not even moving. So good. That is so pretty. I love it. What I used was this, which is actually the putty. It's called the Velvet Pomade. You don't even have to set it. Like, it's so good. It's not moving anywhere. And I just love the shade. I think the shade is gorgeous. Let me get some mascara. Yeah, as far as I know, there is no Danessa Myricks mascara. Now, it could be. I'm not gonna look now because it doesn't make sense because I don't have it. I'll let you guys know. I will put it on the screen. So good. I just love a mascara. You gotta have mascara on your lower lash line. You have to. It just adds like that doll eye look. And if I really want to get like dolled up, I put the primer on to make it a little bit longer. You guys see my heart. I am wearing this all year until I find love or like, whatever comes first. Okay, so the skin is looking gorgeous, guys. I'm gonna add a little bit more blush. I'm gonna go into this one called It Girl. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this blush. I like this shade. It's a pretty, sort of like a neon pink. I like it. I think it's gorgeous. See, sometimes some of these colors, it doesn't pay to put it on because it doesn't really do anything for my complexion. So sometimes I watch like a lot of these videos and they're like, oh, this is too pigmented for me. And I'm like, not for me. Not for me. I am going to contour my nose with this Danessa Myricks. I want to say it's called like cream contour or something like that. That's too much product there. Okay, so I'm going to set the face with the shade number 3. Any place that I put concealer, I'm gonna use it to go over the cheek area. Yeah, you can definitely feel the stickiness. I don't know how people wear this without setting it. I would have to set it. You probably don't need as much powder as you would normally use, but just enough to set everything, to take that sticky feel away. I couldn't do it. I don't like this top. I hate products with tops like that because you can't really get the product like you want it. So I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place setting spray because we're trying to stick with as much Black history as we can. A lot of celebrities wear her makeup during their performances, like Usher. When he did the Super Bowl last year, she did his makeup. And quite a few people. Being that Danessa Myricks does not have any powder blushes, I'm gonna use this XO powder right here and see if it will contour my face. So this is gonna be our bronzer contour. This is a Nikki LaRose N14 brush. I'm gonna try the lighter one too, Evermore, and see. Oh, okay, so I like those two shades together to give dimension to the face. So yeah, and then we can use some of these colors as blushes as well. This is good. Okay, so these palettes do come in handy. I still like this Bloom and Rose palette better than the other one. The colors to me are more pigmented. They're definitely more pigmented. I can use more of them because it was very much a neutral, what they called it, neutral. It was definitely a neutral palette, and it just didn't give what I needed from my face. So this one is definitely a better palette for me. I could see me using this one. Like, I can see this one coming in handy. Now it's like a little patchy. I don't know why. To me, I don't feel like it's blended in like it should. Yeah, I think that's better. And that's these two powders down here, Evermore and XO. I'm just gonna go down here. This brush is very small. I need her to come out with something a little bit bigger. But see, this fits her face, Nikki LaRose, because she looks like she's a very petite little person. I just need something a little more substantial size-wise, but I do like the brushes. I definitely like the brushes, but I need her to come out with an N18 that is bigger than this, but that does the same thing, just a little bit bigger. So when you do 2.0, Nikki LaRose 2.0, please do this N14, do it like an N18 and make it bigger than this one. Because this is cute, but this is for somebody that got a little face. Now it's very good for detail work, but I have a big face. I need like a little bit more. This one right here, she always talks about for the concealer, but it's so small. I like them, but again, they're good for little faces. Now this brush is actually perfect to do the blushes with because everything is so small. In this palette, everything is so small. Well, the little side powders, which is what I'm using. These powders are so small. So let's see what we're going to do for our blush. I'm going to use this one right here, Adorn. I'm going to try to use the putty and see what happens. Oh, okay. I like it. It looks good. Very, very nice. That is a pretty Pretty shade, guys. Okay. I didn't think it was going... I should have been using this palette a long time ago. This palette is perfect for traveling. You know why? Because you get to have everything in one palette. You don't have to worry about taking a bunch of different palettes with you. I like it. And this brush is perfect for this palette. It's so good. Now what I'm going to do, I like it, but I feel like I need a little bit more. Something a little, I want brighter. I'm going to go into this peachy shade, Desire, and see. Yeah, just to give it a little bit more. Right on the apples of the cheek. I'm going to show you which one this is. I like that because it gives, that's pretty. Okay, this one, that's what I use. Just to give a little more dimension to the face. So I was able to put a lot of these shades to use. I'm set with the original Adorn powder. It doesn't have to really be set, but I'm a set because it's the cheek color, and I'm gonna put some Danessa Myricks highlighter on. This is so good. Guys, do you see how smooth my cheeks are? This is what I love about the Blurring Balm powder. It's so smoothing. I'm gonna go in with this dark shade right here, Evermore, and I'm gonna contour my nose with it. It's not the darker one. It actually shows up deeper than you would think. Okay, let's see. Let's blend this nose out. The skin is looking gorgeous, guys. It's still sticky though. Like, I feel like I definitely need a powder. I'm gonna set the rest of the face with shade number 4. I'm gonna use this brush and see. I just want to set this face. This is the Danessa Myricks shade number 4. I don't usually use a loose powder to set my face. I'm going into this shade right here, Smitten. And I just want to, I don't want it to look so stark like it looks right now. Who knew it was going to take me this long to do my makeup? Like, I want the brow to show, but not to be so stark looking. I have a Danessa Myricks Lightwork 4 palette, which is her highlighter palette. I don't know if you guys remember this palette when it came out. It was my favorite highlighters. So we're going to use one of these highlighters today. She has beautiful shades in here, and I think we're going to use this pinky one. Yeah, I love a good pink highlighter. So let's see. I think the skin looks good like this, but you know I love highlighter. And these highlighters are very pigmented, like very pigmented. This one is called Piece of Cake. Do you see that? Yeah. That is a lot. We may have to do the low lighters because these are super pigmented. Okay, let's try the low lighter, being that it wasn't one of my favorite products, and we don't want to do too much highlighter because this is a lot. So let's see. We're gonna use this little brush. So I'm gonna use this low lighter in the shade Low Key and see what it does. Is it giving glow? That's the thing. Is it giving glow? Some of you guys said you liked these low lighters. Then some of you guys felt the same way I did. Confused. So we're gonna see what it does today. Now what I do like is you can see the way I'm moving the brush. Even though I'm using a light hand, it's not picking up any of the product. Do you see that? Like, it's not lifting anything that's under it, which is wonderful. So I'm gonna just tap some in. This has Upsolite in it too, and I can always tell from the smell. And it smells so good. I just love the smell. Is that enough? You guys know I don't usually do a matte face, so this is different, but I like it. I think it looks very pretty. Two things. I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is the BK Beauty 114. We're gonna take this bronzer. Well, it's called a low lighter, But I've been liking the way this low lighter looks on the face down here. Like, it gives just a nice glow to the skin. Do you see that? It's such a pretty shade though. This one is Off the Grid and the other one is called Low Key. Can you see the glow? I think you can. The colors are so pretty. We're gonna do a lip. I'm gonna wipe this off. I'm gonna do number 6 on the lips. That's gonna be our lipstick. I'm loving a nude lip right now. Like, really loving a nude lip. So we're gonna take this brush, and I don't have any Danessa Myricks lipsticks. Now what I can tell you is this will last. This will last all day once it dries down. I know it looks a little weird, but trust the process. Trust the process. We're going back into this palette again, and we're gonna go into this Evermore, and we're gonna line our lips with this. And this lip is not gonna come off all day because these products are all water resistant. I'm gonna let that set for a minute. I really want to go into, like, it wouldn't be right if I didn't add something from this last palette. So I'm gonna do a highlighter from here. I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter from this palette. I'm gonna use this shade right here and see. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. Look at how smooth that is on the cheeks. I love it. I can't help it. And I think it's pink. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, I want to just tone it down a little bit. So pretty. We're gonna do a inner corner highlight with the same color because the shade is so pretty. Now, being that we have glossiness, I mean shimmer, right? I'm gonna put this on our lips. That was this that I used. On my lips. I love that. I do. Now, I don't have a Danessa Myricks gloss. And I'm not sure if this metallic one is glossy. I don't think so. I know she has to have a gloss. Why don't I have it? I just gotta do the liner again because I'm gonna put a little bit of gloss on my lips. I don't have any Danessa Myricks gloss, and I think she probably does have one. I'm gonna spray my face with this Morphe setting spray. It's nothing like the finish of a Morphe setting spray. I think I need to put a little bit of highlighter on my nose. Just a little bit. Just a little teeny tiny. And this is the Lightwork 6 palette, if I didn't say that. So good. Love it. Okay. I'm going to put some gloss on. I'm going to comb my hair. I'm going to come back. I'm not going to go over everything that we used. Everything that we use will be linked and listed below. If you guys have any questions about any of these products, please leave me a comment in the comment section. This gloss is Beauty for Certain. Their diamond gloss. I love it. It smells good and it feels good. It's a very thin formula. I got this from my Laura Beauty box. I'll be right back, guys. I hope that you are loving this makeup. I think it looks very pretty. Okay. I did have one more thing that I wanted to say to you guys. So I just want you to see how my skin, it has a very matte look to it, right? And I use the Juvia's Place setting spray, which has like a luminous kind of finish. And then I use the Morphe, which we all know that Morphe setting spray has very much a glow to it, but you can see that it has a very matte look about it. So when I told you guys that I use this Yummy Moisture Repair Balm Serum, that's one of the reasons why, because it is a very mattifying product, and the more oil your skin produces, it's like it goes harder. So sometimes I feel like a little dry, but ever since I've been using that moisture blurring balm under it, it gives a more comfortable feel. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, and I wanted to say, you guys saw everything that I did. I did a light powder. I didn't do heavy powder like I normally do, but I did take a brush. You know, I never set my powder with a brush. I usually do it with the sponge first and then go over it with another powder, but this time I didn't do that because this is very mattifying. So if you guys have not tried this before, if you guys have oily combination skin, or even people with dry skin, you just have to moisturize. Like, she has oils, right? Let me see. I forgot all about this. This is the Danessa Myricks Beauty oil. It's so good under this blurring balm powder. If you have oily skin, I definitely recommend that you get this oil and put it on your skin under. Let it sit in about 5 to 7 minutes before you start to put the rest of your makeup on, and your skin is going to be so moisturized for the rest of the day. I wanted to share that with you guys. So I was like, let me come back on here and add that, because that's important. Let me know what you think of this lip that I created. Okay guys, this is our finished look. Hopefully you like this makeup. I feel like I could have put a lip that wasn't gold on, because my highlight is more of a pinky tone. I could have put more of yellow or like gold on. I feel like everything looks really good. The cheeks look very smooth. Like, everything looks so good, guys. This face will last like for hours. To me, because I haven't had on heavy lashes like this in so long, I don't love the lashes. Like, I don't love the lashes. I feel like I should have had a lighter lash on. I don't know, I'm just into a more natural looking lash. And I have these individual lashes that I really want to try for you guys. Hopefully you guys love this makeup. You'll let me know. Have you tried any of these products from Danessa Myricks? Will you try any of these products? Happy Black History Month to all you guys. Yes, I wanted to do at least 2 to 3 looks from Black owned makeup brands this month. I'm gonna definitely do a full face of other Black owned brands, and then probably a Juvia's Place before the end of the month. I love you, my precious jewels. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please share the video with your makeup loving friends. Also, if you've been to the channel before and you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe. And let me know what you think of this makeup. I think it looks really pretty. I'm gonna try doing a look one day without highlighter, but to me, like, this is not a lot of highlighter. This is like highlighter, but not like a glow from within kind of look. So I love it, and I think that it looks really good. Now, to me, this right here, I don't feel like it does anything, because it doesn't shine through the makeup, and I just feel like it's like unnecessary. That's why when I bought it before, I returned it, because I didn't feel like it did much of anything. I don't feel like it shows up. So I'm hoping that the new Universal Blurring Balm Powder has more of a glow to it, It's supposed to be luminous, so we're gonna see. But then my whole thing is like, now that you have luminous universal, if the luminosity is as good as I'm hoping that it is, I'm gonna need you to put the luminosity in the other shades. You know why? Because I might just want to wear my Blur and Balm powder shade number 9 but luminous. Danessa, you may have to come out with a whole luminous line. I'm not rushing you to do it, but if this luminous version of the Blur and Balm powder comes out and people love it, you know you're already gonna have to come up with the same 20 shades but in a luminous formula. I'm just saying. Love you, my precious jewels. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.